that I found myself prior to the season of WIT just really looking for something more.
People are like, oh my gosh, you're so successful in your business. In the meantime, you're like dying inside.
I was really at a point where I just felt very alone, unhappy. Many nights I was just crying myself to sleep.
As a busy mom of 5, a business owner, homeschooling, and feeling like I was coming up short and everyone around me was getting the short end of the deal.
The last decade has brought some really unexpected life challenges. When I started working with the WIT Collective, I wasn't happy. This isn't a problem that I had because of a lack of faith. Sometimes we're just simply overwhelmed in life.
Growing up, there was this belief that I had that I'm not enough.
My husband and my kids were getting a lot of sides of me that I didn't want them to get.
That I was a people pleaser.
I actually had been praying for a solution, and I was like, God, show me what to do. Just bring me someone. I'll do it. Before I knew that about your group, I was like, I even said to God, I'll do whatever it takes. I seen some of the stuff you were posting on Facebook, and I really felt like you should reach out to Jenni. You should reach out to Jenni. I did, finally.
I feel totally different. I feel more stable. I feel steady. I'm a different person.
My business has actually grown in certain aspects. It grew over 40% in just this time that I was working on my inner transformation.
I think what I loved about Jenni Ray, like what you have put together is you also have been in the work for years.
I would not be able to right now successfully handle what we're dealing with inside our home at times is really traumatic. Like, it's hard. It is really hard. And I would be so much more broken down.
The tools that we got, the resources we got, it just got easier and easier to stop the quick spiral that I would feel on a daily basis prior to it and interrupt that.
There's nothing like being around a group of women who understand what it is like to be you and to operate how you operate.
Even in the relationship with my husband, by me changing me, how we've been able to have, deeper conversations and better conversation.
Throughout the 12 weeks that we did it just every week I felt like I was getting more empowered.
And then it's practical, like to-dos. Like, it's so frustrating. Like when I'm like, okay, but what do I do?
This program actually really went to the heart of what I was feeling and experiencing and what it is.
I'm all about efficiency, Home Slice. Like, I don't want here's this nugget of stuff. I don't want to have to go through like a million counseling sessions over the span of the year to get that nugget. Like, please, let's maximize my time, right?
If you think you can find the research and the work, I'm sure you probably can, but this is a process that's actually going to take you through sustainable life transformation.
This time, each week that I dedicated, it was powerful for me.
If the pathway is laid out before us, then we can figure out how to take that next
step. I felt
step.
like I was taking back control of my life, where I was actually letting go of a lot more.
I have a master's in counseling. You would think, what is wrong that I've studied all of this?
I loved the weekly consistency and the tools that we had. It made me sit down, make this a priority, where it's so easy to let everything else that's more important take over.
I literally have gone through a transformation and it feels so good. I have joy again. I have peace again. I feel more in control, even though I've let go of so much.
Before I started the WIT Collective and working with Jenni Ray, I was needing to control everything. I was so controlling that, goodness, I don't even think anybody around me wanted to do anything because I might tell them that they had done it wrong.
I now feel like I am more my authentic self.
Before joining the WIT Collective, I would describe myself as perennially unhappy. And I came out not just feeling happier, but deeply knowing what the next steps in my life were.
If you're in a place in life and you're just saying, what is my purpose? I really, really would encourage you to join up with the WIT Collective. You will not be sorry.
I would recommend this program for the driven, kick butt, entrepreneurial, you're awesome woman, and yet you're incredibly tired and worn out and frustrated, and you want something different.
But whether you own your own business or not, whether you're a mom or not, whatever, is that we all need this.
If you are someone that is a high achiever, a high performer, you want to do it all because, quite frankly, you can do it all. I want to encourage you to look at Jenni Ray's program. I want you to think about, how could you be better? How could you ask better questions? How could you draw better boundaries? How could you let go of the things in your life that you're clinging to because you really believe it's up to you to control them?
Why would someone not choose to take a hold of just their future and their authenticity that they're probably just longing to be able to release, right? Like to be able to say, I am seen, I am chosen, I am good enough. Because how many women are out there saying, I'm just not any of these things, and they have those feelings of doubt.
The community that I've developed with some of these women, I know they're going to be friends for life. And I know we're going to have camaraderie and how we've walked through this together.
I will forever be grateful for my time with the WIT Collective and for the women in the relationships.
If you are a woman watching this and you're like, is this really for me? I mean, just to have a conversation with Jenni, just like I did.
You're stepping into a process to evoke true change and to try to be able to identify and articulate your true self.
I am forever grateful for WIT, for Jenni Ray, for the people that were in the program with me, because it definitely was game-changing.
The discomfort and the pain in our lives is calling us to something greater. And we have the choice to stay in that, or we have the choice to start to step out of it. And it's scary and it's unknown. And there can be so much fear, but I feel like the fear is used to keep us stuck in that place where we don't do anything and we stay immobile. But on the other side of the push through is so much greatness.